Hi everyone. Today I want to complete my journey through the Comedies and Proverbs of Eric Rohmer, a series of 6 movies that he made in the 1980s. This is the last of the 6, Boyfriends and Girlfriends, from 1987. And like all the other films in this series, it's a comedy of confusion of desire, in which the affinities are all mixed up. There is a definite sense of disharmony. Boyfriends and Girlfriends features a character named Blanche, who we see on the cover here, and she is a young woman of about 24. She has not had a relationship in a couple of years. She seems to be a very private, very sort of reserved person, but she's also a very singular character, and I think the kind of person that Rohmer found very interesting. She wants to be loved for who she is, don't we all? And she is very ineffective in some of the social niceties. She freezes up when she meets the man in her social set that she has attraction for. She doesn't know what to say, but and this is an unrealistic. The mix-up is because Blanche is striving for something that it just doesn't make any sense. The man that she's striving for is the paragon of masculinity. He's the #1 catch in their social set. He's tall, he's good looking, he's outgoing, he's funny. He has a great job, but he's rather shallow, whereas Blanche is deep. The object of her desire is rather shallow. This is also the funniest, I think, of the 6 movies. I think this is the funniest film Eric Rohmer ever made. I think all the films are funny. This one is laugh out loud funny, and some of that is due to the performance of Sophie Renoir, who plays Blanche's friend. Sophie Renoir had been the younger sister of Beatrice Roman in an earlier comedy and proverb, A Good Marriage. And she's fun-loving, she's outgoing. She doesn't understand why Blanche would want the object of her desire, but she's willing to go along. She tries to move the situation along, get her in the right spots. And there's another friend played by Anna Marie Mori, and she is another, as a teenager, she played in the first of the Comedies and Proverbs, another very delightful actress. As a teenager, she played sort of the Grace Kelly role from Rear Window in the first film, The Aviator's Wife. And she is the boyfriend, the current boyfriend of Blanche's object of desire, but their relationship is on the rocks, and she very bluntly tells Blanche, you know, he may look great, but there's not much there. Blanche is kind of offended by it, by her busybody ways, but it's funny how these 2 women, who are very, very different from Blanche, nevertheless see the value in Blanche and think she deserves much better than what she seems to be wanting. So the movie moves from disharmony to harmony, and by the end of the film, there's a joyful feeling. It's almost like a Midsummer Night's Dream joyful feeling where the affinities now sort of align with each other, and because Rohmer provides characters an escape route. Right, you're in the wrong direction. There's a better direction to go to, and for Rohmer, opposites may be fine in friendships. They may be useful in friendships to see a different viewpoint of life. But when you're choosing a potential spouse, probably not so much. And I think what he's counseling young people who may be in real life very confused is this is this ritual that young people are going through is somewhat different with the newfound freedoms that came into being in the 70s and 80s, and women in the workplace. And so what Rohmer believes is that you should find somebody with similar temperament. You have to have somebody who isn't, the one person is going in one direction emotionally and you're going in the other. And also similar interest, similar temperament, similar interest. If there's a proverb of the whole series of comedies and proverbs, I would nominate that as the proverb. All this is being played out in a brand new Paris suburb, and I think it really enhances the coming and going, a sort of like pinball aspect that the characters have. They were in France. They were building these new suburbs right outside Paris. You can see Paris in the distance. You get the Eiffel Tower on the horizon, but these individual suburbs are self-contained. They have all the shops. They have places to work, places to live, restaurants, theaters, movie theaters. Recreational areas. It's really, and Rohmer was fascinated with this particular suburb because he had made a documentary set in this suburb. And also places to walk. There's woods, there's rivers, there's towpaths to walk. And if you've seen a lot of Rohmer films, you know his characters tend to walk a lot, and they have a destination. And they learn about each other on the way. They don't look at their cell phones, they talk to each other. And again, the humor here probably isn't for everybody in the sense that Rohmer has this classically austere style. He's non-judgmental. He doesn't underline the way an audience should feel in the method of a Hollywood comedy. He is contemplative. I think Rohmer feels that movies are very much an art form that is most friendly towards the concept of the mysteries of human behavior. We can see these people. Let's look at them. What can we learn about this situation ourselves? Is there entertainment value in watching, and even a bit of suspense in watching these characters as they face these struggle of relationships? And so, of all the 6 films, Boyfriends and Girlfriends is my favorite. I very much like The Green Ray, the previous movie, which. In the Comedies and Proverbs, it does have a moment of harmony in it as well. But this one really reaches the crescendo, I think, and really a fitting conclusion to, I think, is a great series. It's my favorite. These are my favorite. This is my favorite series. Rohmer had the Moral Tales, which are out on Blu-ray, and then the Tales of the Seasons, made in the 1990s, which hopefully will be coming out on Blu-ray. The Comedies and Proverbs are out in, I think, Arrow Video in Region B, but I don't think any of these are available on Blu-ray in the US, which I think is a real shame. Okay, so that will wrap up my series. I really enjoyed revisiting these films. Hopefully I have been able to impart some of my enthusiasm along the way. Thanks a lot for listening. As always, I really do appreciate comments, would be very welcome. You guys take care.